As many of you are aware now, the whole Foot Freeze team for FIFA 22 Ultimate Team has been leaked more than a week early. This was around 2 days ago now. I planned to get this video out earlier, but I've been very busy at the moment. Sorry for the delay on this one. But if you don't know already, Foot Freeze is the winter promo that we got last year, first introduced after EA announced they're not going to be doing Futmas anymore. Players get boosted cards with position changes and also weak foot or skill move boost to 5-star, kind of like a Foot birthday thing, but they also change positions, which is pretty cool. Now, I am Duck Quack, big up him, quite a funny name, but he leaked the whole team. He got sent it. I understand why people are annoyed. I don't really like leaks myself, but I don't mind. It is what it is at the end of the day. If they get sent the information, I don't blame them for posting it. But as you can see, there's a lot of big names on this list, and today I'm going to be trying to predict what cards they could be getting and the position change and weak foot or skill move boost they could be getting. If you do going to enjoy, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. But yeah, let's get straight into this. The first leaked player is Claude Maurice. Now, this guy already has really high pace on his gold card. However, I've converted him from a center attacking mid to a CDM because I think his stats are already balanced enough to make this work. He already has decent defending stats for a cam, so I think this position change could work. I've given him also a 5-star weak foot boost just so he can play with both feet. That's a very important role for a CDM to have. His links are very good, of course, French in the French league. He's got very good dribbling stats and he'd have really high pace still, I reckon. And yeah, I reckon the stats would be decent for this card. Next is Angel Correa, who's been leaked as well. Now, this one's going to be one of the best in the promo, in my opinion. He's already got a very broken gold card in this game, and because he's from Atletico Madrid, this card would be even more expensive, I reckon, because of the links to people like Llorente and Suarez. Now, this card, I reckon, would get a very good boost. I reckon right wing would be a perfect position for him, and if he got just a minor shooting boost, which wouldn't matter too much because of the really high pace and dribbling he gets, and if he got a very nice passing and physical boost, I reckon he'd be a very popular card in the game. I reckon EA should give him a 5-star skill boost as well, because that's very important for attackers in this game. And if he does get this with a right wing position change, I reckon it could be a very, very popular card in the game. Next is Joe Gomez, who's been leaked. Now, with these cards, we don't know what position they're going to get, etc. We just know the names of the players, which is why I'm predicting them. And Joe Gomez, I reckon, would be a decent CDM if he got boosts in the right areas. Of course, I've boosted his shooting, passing and dribbling up a lot because a CDM needs to be able to dribble and pass. That's two of the main attributes for a CDM, and the links he gets are very nice, of course, so I reckon he could be a very hyped card in the game. If EA gave him a 5-star weak foot boost as well, that would be a very important trait for a CDM. I don't see the point of giving him 5-star skills because a CDM's job is not to skill. Next is Gabriel Jesus. Now, this is probably the best card I've predicted on this list because I reckon EA will give him a very big boost to make this promo even more hyped up. A 90 rated wing Jesus. We've already seen a right wing card in form which was quite hyped up when it came out, but an even more boosted left wing card would be absolutely insane. Very nice shooting, pace and dribbling, of course. I reckon if EA gave him a 5-star weak foot boost, that would be insane because he's already got 4-star skills and he's got 3-star weak foot, so 5-star weak foot would be key. He'd definitely be one of the most expensive cards on this list because of the links he gets and because of the hype around his name, and if he was that high rated, could be one of the best cards in the whole of FIFA 22. Next is Jules Koundé, who's been leaked to be in the promo. Now, I reckon a sensible upgrade would either be CDM or a fullback. I've just given him a fullback card to spice it up a bit and not just repeat a CDM change from a defender. Now, I reckon a right back Koundé would be pretty decent if EA gave him the right stat boost in passing and dribbling. A right back really needs to be able to dribble, otherwise it's just going to feel clunky. And I reckon this card, the links are perfect on him, of course. And I reckon EA will probably just give him a 5-star skill upgrade to even it out, because most of the players on this list you'd think need a weak foot boost, but I think EA will probably just give unexpected boosts to like people like Koundé who don't necessarily need a skill boost. They'll probably just do it anyway for the fun of it. And I reckon that would be decent. Even though you're not going to be skilling much with a fullback, he might become more versatile because of that. Another player who was leaked is Mbabu the Rat himself. Now, this card's going to be one of the most popular in this whole promo, in my opinion, because his gold card was one of the most broken star cards in the whole game. He always seems to get cracked special cards. He got that shapeshifter 2 years ago, I think it was, that was a CDM position change as well, but him only is 84 rated. However, an 84 rated Mbabu CDM card would still be very expensive on the market because he's already got very high pace and physicals. I reckon EA could give him a 5-star skill boost as well, which would be quite fun for Mbabu because he could be used anywhere in the midfield in my opinion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this card is boosted. Next is Pereira, who I've decided to convert from a centre mid to a left back, which I think could be an interesting choice. I reckon his card would be pretty decent as a left back card. It would kind of be similar to what Torreira got last year. However, Pereira's base card isn't that defensive. It's got like 68 defending. EA could just upgrade him to something else, but I reckon a defensive Pereira card would be decent if EA fixed up some of his stats. He's got good pace already, and I reckon he'd probably be a decent CDM as well in game because he's got 4-star, 4-star as well, and I reckon a 5-star skill boost would make this card very fun to use in the midfield areas as well. Next is Marcus Rashford, who is arguably going to be the best card in this whole promo. Now, the reason why I say this is because his stats are very similar to Gabriel Jesus's. If Gabriel Jesus is high rated, I reckon Rashford would still be more expensive because he can potentially be 5-star, 5-star. He's already got 5-star skills, which only leaves his weak foot to be boosted, and that would mean 5-star, 5-star Rashford, which would be insane. I reckon EA will definitely convert him to a striker. He's already got a left mid card. I don't see EA converting him to a right wing. That wouldn't really make much sense. But yeah, with these stats and that shooting boost, with the dribbling and pace on this card and his links, he would be very expensive in game, and I reckon he'd be definitely one of the top cards to be used in FIFA at the moment. Next is Schultz, who I reckon EA will probably convert from a left back to right back. He could be converted to a CDM, but because I've done that too much in this video, I wanted to change it up a bit. Now, I reckon this card wouldn't be the most expensive card on the list, but I reckon he'd be a very nice option for Bundesliga teams. He'd have very well-rounded stats apart from his shooting, which doesn't matter if he's a fullback, and he gets very good links with people like Sula, his new showdown card, and also Klosterman, and a lot of Bundesliga options. So I reckon this card would be a very nice card, and with a weak foot boost, I reckon it would be one of the best fullbacks in Bundesliga. A player who's been featured in Freeze last year is Adama Traore, and he's been leaked again for this year. Now, I personally did his left back Freeze card last year, and it was one of the best cards I've ever done SBC wise. It was very expensive at the time, and people thought he was overpriced, but he was absolutely insane. I used that card as centre back as well sometimes, and he did a shift. Now, if EA converted him from a right wing to centre back, I know it's a really obscure change. However, it could be possible. He's already got the physical capabilities and the pace. EA would probably just have to boost his defending, obviously, to make him usable at centre back. It would be more efficient to have a weak foot boost, but EA will probably just mess about because this card's already overpowered enough. They could probably just give him a skill move upgrade, but I wouldn't be complaining. This card's going to be one of the best cards in the promo if EA get it right. The final player who was leaked is Valverde. Now, this card would be a very nice option for your La Liga teams, and of course he'd get the link with Rodrigo's Road to the Knockouts card, a direct link. And for Real Madrid, there's literally no good right backs in their team. Of course, we have Ferland Mendy on the left, so you wouldn't want him to be a left back. There's no point in that. The only option there is Carvajal, so I reckon Valverde would be one of the best fullbacks in the game. If he gets a card, he'd be very well-rounded. I've decreased his shooting stats, but I've upped his defending physicals, which would be absolutely insane for this card. I reckon a 5-star weak foot upgrade would be very crucial for this card as well if you wanted to play him on any side of the pitch, and I think he'll be very expensive if he's released. Some news recently came out from Donk Trading. Big up him, go follow him if you haven't already. He's revealed that the SBCs are called Freeze Versus, which could hint they're versing off each other like showdown cards. I'm just speculating there. Of course, the choice of weak foot and skill move upgrades, and the SBCs have different colored designs for each version. I'm not too sure what this means at the moment. It was via Trusty Foot Trader, so go follow him. He's been very reliable with leaks recently, and I wouldn't put it past him that all these leaks are true in this video. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. EA could easily change this player selection because it's been leaked so early. They could just change every player, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you're new. It's been Futmaster, and I'm out. Peace.